Good afternoon, everyone, parents and families. Welcome to the Smart Start for Forsyth County Parent Orientation. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited to share information about our Family Child Care Scholarship Program and how it can support your family's early learning needs. Let me start off by introducing our team who will be working with you throughout this process. We have 4 dedicated staff members who are here to support you. We have Miss Alexis Richardson, who is our family intake specialist. Myself, Saquana Terry, the Director of Children and Family Services. Miss Alicia Hope, our Children and Family Services Coordinator. And Mrs. Jenny Joffrey Rivera, our Bilingual Family Intake Specialist. Now, each of these team members is here to help guide you through the application processes and answer any questions that you may have. It's important to know who your assigned caseworker will be, as they'll be your primary point of contact throughout your time in our program. Your caseworker assignment is based upon the parent's last name. I repeat, your caseworker is assigned to each family by the parent's last name. At this time, each family intake specialist will inform you of their contact information and how they wish to be contacted.
Hello, my name is Jenny Joffrey Rivera. I will be helping the parents A through K, if that is your last name and Spanish speaking. Um, if you email me, please include your child's name in the subject line and give me at least 24 to 48 hours to respond back. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alexis Richardson, and I'm the Family Intake Specialist for families with the last name beginning with L through Z. I'm here to support you on any questions or needs related to the intake process. You can reach me by email or phone, and I kindly ask that you allow at least 24 to 48 hours for a response. When contacting me via email, please include your name and your child's name in the subject line to help me assist you more effectively.
Families, please make note of your caseworker's contact information that was on the previous slide, as they'll be your go-to person for questions, updates, and any assistance you need to help with your scholarship. The items that we will review today based on the agenda will be the requirements for Family Child Care Scholarship, the income guidelines and parent fees, change in family circumstances, attendance, voucher suspension, and recertification. Now let's talk about what exactly the Smart Start Family Child Care Scholarship is and how it can benefit your family. The Child Care Scholarship Program provides financial assistance to eligible parents to help offset the cost of high quality child care. Our goal is to ensure continued access to early learning environments that support child development and school readiness. We understand that quality child care can be expensive, and we want to make sure that cost doesn't become a barrier for your child's early education and development. This scholarship is designed to help bridge the gap and give your child the best possible start in their educational journey. To be eligible for our Family Child Scholarship Program, there are several requirements that must be met. Let me go through each of these very carefully. First, you and your child must live in Forsyth County. This is a requirement for all participants. Second, all parents must, that are in the home, must work or meet the educational requirements. This means both parents or either one parent, if it is a single home parent, work at least a minimum of 25 hours per week, be a full-time student with 12 plus hours, or a combination of work and school to meet the requirements. Third, your child must be between the ages of 0 to 5 years of age and cannot be enrolled in a public school, the North Carolina Pre-K program, or Head Start program. Finally, you must use the scholarship within the assigned timeline that we provide to you. These requirements ensure that our scholarship services, they serve the families who need childcare support while they're working or pursuing their education. Parent responsibility. Along with meeting the eligibility requirements, there are important responsibilities that come with participating in our program. Let me outline what we expect from you as a program participant. First, you must turn in all verification of income, employment, and status, student status. This is crucial. We need complete documentation. For students, your submitted school schedule must be clearly displayed with your full name and the name of your educational institution, and the credit hours of each course you're enrolled. Second, you must agree to have your child name released to the Department of Social Services, the Health Department, Head Start, and our local pre-K program. This helps us coordinate services and avoid duplication of benefits. Third, this is very important. Participants are required to report any changes in income or student status immediately upon becoming aware of them. This includes job changes, hour reductions, pay increases, or changes in your school enrollment. Failure to report changes immediately may result in immediate termination from the program. These responsibilities help us maintain the integrity of our program and ensure we're serving families who truly qualify for assistance. Our income guidelines and parent fees. Let me explain our specific requirements for income, as this is often where families have questions. Employment verification forms may only be used when a parent has recently started a new job. These forms must be completed in full by your employer and must include a handwritten signature from your employer. In other cases, parents are required to submit pay stubs, no exception. This is our standard requirement for income verification. For parents who are self-employed or do not receive traditional pay stubs, we will provide a self-employment verification form that must be completed by you, the parent. Important note for two-parent households. If both parents are present in the household, both parents must be working full-time or attending school full-time, or you will be deemed ineligible for the scholarship program. We cannot make exceptions to this rule. For our income calculations, to qualify for the scholarship, the parent must be employed full-time. Employed parents must be working a minimum of 25 hours per week, regardless of pay frequency, weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. Applicants who do not meet the minimum of 25 hours weekly will be deemed ineligible for the scholarship based on these calculations. When we review your pay stubs or employment verification, we'll be calculating your average weekly hours to ensure you meet this requirement. If you have questions about whether your work schedule meets these requirements, please don't hesitate to ask your caseworker. In processing and verifying student status, parents must be enrolled in college on a full-time basis and must submit a course schedule that clearly indicates the credit hours assigned to each course. Parents enrolled in school must submit an official course schedule for both the fall and spring semester by the deadline established by SmartStarter Forsyth County. The schedule must clearly indicate the number of semester credit hours, and failure to submit the required documentation made by the specified deadline will result in termination of the scholarship. No exception. Parent fees. Parent fees must be paid directly to your child care provider. Each parent is required to pay the fee equal of 10% of their gross income or adjusted gross income as determined by the program. Parents are also responsible for paying any additional fees charged by the provider, including any amounts exceeding the market rate, which is over the market rate fee. It is the parent's responsibility to inquire about such fees with the provider at the time of enrollment. SmartStarter Forsyth County does not provide funding for summer school, summer programs, or before and after school care. These services are the sole financial responsibility of the parent or guardian.
Next, we will be going over the change in family circumstances according to your voucher status. What happens if I experience job loss or withdraw from school? Participants must report any change in employment, income, or student status within a week of the change. Verification of job loss will be required. If the change is reported within this time frame, a 90-day notice will be issued, allowing the parent time to obtain employment and submit all required documentation. If a parent is not employed at the time of recertification in April, the scholarship will be terminated. No exceptions. A 90-day notice will not be issued during the months of April, May, or June. Next, we will be going over the guidelines for switching child care providers. Each family is allowed one provider change per fiscal year. Parents must notify SmartStart of Forsyth County first and their current child care provider of their intent to withdraw and contact the program administrator to request a 2-week notice form. This form will be sent via DocuSign and must be completed and submitted as instructed. All outstanding balances with the current child care provider must be paid in full. A zero balance is required to proceed with the provider change. No provider changes or related modifications will be permitted after May 15th. Next, we will be going over attendance. Regular attendance is essential to support each child's development and readiness. Parents are expected to ensure that their child attends childcare daily. If a child is absent for more than 5 consecutive days in a month due to illness, a doctor's note will be required. If a child is absent for more than half of the days in any given month, the scholarship may be subject to review and may result in termination. Vacation time. Each family is allotted 2 weeks of vacation per fiscal year. During this time, the parent is still responsible for paying their required parent fee. If additional time off is needed beyond the 2 week allowance, the parent must notify both the child care provider and Smart Start of Forsyth County in advance. The parent will be responsible for covering the full cost of child care during the extended absence. Voucher suspension. Scholarship suspension policies and procedures are as follows. Approved reasons for temporary suspension include maternity leave, summer leave for parents who are teachers, bus drivers, school system employees, and or university cafeteria employees. Special medical circumstances are also approved reasons for temporary suspension. Now let's go over the procedure for requesting a suspension. Parents must notify both Smart Start of Forsyth County and their child care provider in advance to request a suspension. A short-term suspension may be granted if the child care provider agrees to hold the child's spot without requiring payment during the absence. Documentation must be submitted to Smart Start of Forsyth County to support the request. For maternity leave or any type of leave, medical documentation will be required.
Recertification is very important. Recertification is required annually to maintain eligibility. Your Smart Start voucher is active until July 1st until June 30th. To submit your Smart Start recertification packet, you will submit it to Childcare Scholarship at smartstart-fc.org, or you can come to our office by 5 p.m. on the due date. Late submissions will not be accepted. You will need to provide all income documentation, which will be pay stubs. Employment verification forms will only be for parents that have started a new job. You will need to request that from Smart Start of Forsyth County. You can submit it through our Child Care Scholarship email, or you can reach out to us via phone. We will need 3 to 6 months of child support payments from the Child Support Division at DSS. If you are a student, we will need your school schedule. That clearly shows your credit hours, which should be 12 hours or more. Please remember that recertification will take place in April. Prior to April, we will send out an email in March for details of how to complete your certification and the due dates. Please make sure that you are working the adequate work hours and enrolled in school full time when you submit your recertification packet. Here are reminders that is very important for you to know. The recertification email will go out in March, and a follow-up email will go out in April before the due date. Please make sure that we have a valid email on file for you. Please note that no exceptions will be made if the deadline is missed because of outdated information or incorrect contact information. And also if all forms of documentation for school or pay is not submitted. Failure to submit all required documents by the deadline will result in termination of your scholarship. You will receive an email the next day. If your scholarship is terminated, you can reapply to be placed on the wait list for the upcoming school year. Please note that incomplete applications will not be processed. Here are a few reasons for your voucher to be terminated if you submit fraudulent information. Please note that the voucher is for all families that are in Forsyth County. If you enroll in another subsidized childcare program, if you did not notify Smart Start of job loss, maternity leave, or your school status, not reporting all of your income, finding employment or starting school within a 90-day notice time frame, not finding, non-payment to the child care provider, starting kindergarten or NC pre-K, we will need a 2 weeks notice, missing more than 5 consecutive days without a doctor's note, and also missing more than half of the days of the month. Here is Smart Start of Forsyth County agreement. As Smart Start of Forsyth County, we will pay for full-time care only. We will pay the provider for up to 55 hours over 5 days per week. If you need additional hours, they will be at private pay rate. We will provide you with an updated list of our approved providers to choose from. We have 4- and 5-star licensed providers through the Division of Child Development and Early Education. We also do have 3-star programs that are working with our Teaching and Learning Services team here at Smart Start of Forsyth County. It is important for you to reach out to us through our Child Care Scholarship email to add to your Child Care Scholarship, update your contact information, change your child care provider. Please check your email regularly. If your caseworker is not reaching out to you, you will receive emails from the Child Care Scholarship email for important information and updates that we would like for you to know. If you need the list of approved providers, you can reach out to your caseworker, or you can reach out to the scholarship email or give us a phone call at 336-725-6011. So what is next after you complete your parent orientation? You will need to complete your parent orientation quiz that was sent to you via email with the link. It is a Google form. Parents, you will also receive your parent agreement and parent survey that will come through DocuSign after completion of your quiz. Please note that all items must be completed by the deadline before we will send you your voucher. How to file a complaint. We are committed to making sure children are cared for in a safe, nurturing, and high quality childcare. If you observe or suspect any form of child neglect at the center, please report to the Division of Child Development and Early Education, and also please report to Smart Start of Forsyth County. At Smart Start, we not only have our Family Child Care Scholarship, we also have our diaper bank, which our hours Monday through Wednesday are 8 to 1 and 2 to 4:30, and on Fridays 2 to 5. If you are a new parent, you will need to provide proof of birth for your child. For our Family Resource Center, it's a by appointment only, and you can contact me at aliciah@smartstart-fc.org to set up a time. We also have our Dolly Parton Imagination Library. If you need assistance with applying, we are happy to help you. Thank you for attending our parent orientation. We do appreciate your time. Please remember that you will need to complete your parent agreement and parent survey. Please check your email regularly. You will get an email from the Child Care Scholarship email or from your caseworker. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can give us a call or send us an email. Thank you.